fucking in the basement. Bodies are adjacent, back to the basics. Loving you like junior high, we can let the rumors fly. Baby girl, it's you and I. Go back like it's coolie high. Missing how you used to lick it. Below the waist is where I like to lick it. And right in your mouth was where I'ma stick it. Ride you so fast I might get a ticket. Hey yo, your love is what I'm craving. Damn, you're so amazing. Hotter than Cajun, slanted eyes like she Asian. Queen of my planet, so it's you that I'm praising. If niggas disrespecting this pistol, I'll be raising. Coming out the house, nigga, with the judge blazing. If I put him in a coma, then that's where he stays. I'm infatuated by your smile on your faces. Give love a new start and take it back to the basics. Mommy, let's face it, there ain't no replacement. And take it back to the basics. And take it back to the basics. And take it back to the basics. Go different places, see different faces. Go on vacation and take it back to the basics. And take it back to the basics. And take it back to the basics. We can go back like we was rocking aces. Saucony's and spot bills, Pumas with no laces. High school love, holding hands between classes. Before everybody had these butterfly lashes. Bodies all natural, no fake asses. Remember those days, prep, rally, band practice. Making love on a mattress, screaming like an actress. Back when Muhammad Ali was Clay Cassius. Back when you called them 4 eyes for wearing glasses. For social media shit, I love to the masses. Back when we used to flick a blood full of ashes. Before playing freeze tag to see who was the fastest. Back like when the shoebox was out stashes. Back like skipping school and cutting classes. I'm infatuated by your smile on your faces. Give love a new start and take it back to the basics. Mommy, let's face it, there ain't no replacement. And take it back to the basics. And take it back to the basics. And take it back to the basics. And go different places, see different faces. Go on vacation and take it back to the basics. And take it back to the basics. And take it back to the basics.
We can go back. We can go back. Oh, we can go back. Yeah, yeah.
Mommy, let's face it, there ain't no replacement.
We can go back.
And take it back to the basics.
We can go back.
And take it back to the basics.
Oh, we can go back.
And take it back to the basics. City Live.
Making my bitches. Yeah.
Tell me. I met this chick named Pam, body was ham, hard as a motherfucker, I was like damn. Clicked on the page, I thought it was spam. She too damn perfect, I hope she not a man. Damn, as I'm scrolling, checking out her timeline, peeping out her story, and damn she fine. Now I'm thinking about wishing I could rewind time, straight 20 piece. I mean she a dime. I was at the crib, rolling up some swishers, phone dry as hell and I need a few bitches. Started out slow, I was sipping me some liquor, and next thing you know, she started liking my pictures. Y'all couldn't wait to tell all of my niggas. They asked me how I met her, she was liking my pictures. We met, had sex, mad hugs and mad kisses, and that's how I met her, she was liking my pictures. Yo, body is delicious, now she on the hit list. Asked me how I met her, she was liking my pictures. Now I'm at home, I'm cooking, she washing dishes. Asked me how I met her, she was liking my pictures. Yo, body is delicious, now she on the hit list. Asked me how I met her, she was liking my pictures. Now I'm at home, I'm cooking, she washing dishes. Asked me how I met her, she was liking my pictures. I met a chick named Jamanica, she was from Delanica. Booty was big, she played me like a harmonica. Came off the top like a yarmulke. Body so high, she blew the heat off the thermometer. She looked so delicious, she was something vicious. All it took for her was started liking my pictures. I slid in the DM, I was like GM. Good morning, queen, I'm hoping we can see when we can link up and pull some drink up, light some stink up and tear the sink up. Yo, I swear to God, my intentions were malicious until she commented with lips and mad kisses. Needless to say that we handled our business. That's all because she was liking my pictures. Shorty fine as hell and her body looked delicious. And asked me how I met her, she was liking my pictures. Hey, yo, body is delicious, now she on the hit list. Asked me how I met her, she was liking my pictures. Now I'm at home, I'm cooking, she washing dishes. Asked me how I met her, she was liking my pictures. Hey, yo, body is delicious, now she on the hit list. Asked me how I met her, she was liking my pictures. Now I'm at home, I'm cooking, she washing dishes. Asked me how I met her, she was liking my pictures.
Liking my picture. You liking my picture.
Hey, yo, body is delicious, now she on the hit list. Asked me how I met her, she was liking my pictures. Now I'm at home, I'm cooking, she washing dishes. Asked me how I met her, she was liking my pictures.
And we're live.
Check.
Yes.
Back in the house once again.
Oh, yeah.
It is the Effing Podcast. I'm your host, Branson.
I am B.D.U.B.
We are without
Kelli
Jo
and Budha.
But we're still going to do it since we didn't do it last night.
Yeah, Buddha's not showing his face after that Giants game.
Well, you know, it was a lot of stuff going on in the cities last night. So,
Yeah,
you know,
that
people
too.
were out and about last night. Let me give my shout-outs. First of all, shout-out Eighth and
Fancy. Shout out.
all your adult snacks. Second shout-out, Dang Drinks. Definitely got to give my guys some shout-outs.
Shout out.
I want to make sure I say this right. Shout-out to the local plug. Is that?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely give a shout-out to the local plug. All these names.
The other Buddha.
Yeah. And then, anybody else getting a shout-out? Shout out Alpha Dogs. Alpha Dogs is open and running. Shout out my man Hassan. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations, my guy. Make sure you check him out. He's in the Raleigh area. Whenever he puts up where he's posted up at, I'll make sure.
Oh, is it a food truck?
Yeah, it's a food
Okay.
truck. Alpha Dogs serves hot dogs.
Yeah, I'll definitely try it.
Yeah. So, you know, shout out my man Hassan.
I hope he serves a glizzy like on a hamburger bun for all the niggas that don't feel weird about eating hot dogs.
I've never felt weird about eating a hot
Me
dog.
neither, but some people have been.
I don't get
And call it a pause dog.
I don't get caught up in some of that stuff. I'm too old for that stuff. There is nothing like a good hot dog. It's
Yeah?
nothing like a good hot dog. Nothing at all.
I like burgers over hot dogs.
I definitely like burgers over hot dogs, but
Yeah.
if the hot dog's set up right, it's nothing.
The toppings make, well, actually, the actual hot dog makes it because I prefer a beef hot dog.
Oh, only beef. Oh, or chicken. I will say chicken. Too.
Turkey,
Never had a turkey hot dog before.
don't. It's very disappointing.
I've never had a turkey.
Turkey is the most boringest meat on the
for
planet.
chicken. But
Yeah.
I love a good hot dog. And like I said, I don't get caught up in what niggas like, you know. I don't get caught up. To me, it's jovial. Like you suck the fun out of everything. Like
I know.
You got to be a man at all times, and sometimes it's whatever. So
Niggas got to yell pause when eating bananas and hot dogs.
but that's the society we live in. So we ain't really going to run too late tonight.
Hell no.
It's a Sunday night.
The time change fucked me up.
First of all, we got to give shout-outs to everybody that was hosting Homecoming this weekend, because Homecoming was all over the place.
I wouldn't know. I didn't go out.
I heard you didn't go out. I didn't step out either, but I know A&T had theirs.
Yep.
And I believe Central had theirs as well.
Who was supposed to perform at A&T? Did they have a concert?
I have no idea.
I didn't hear about a concert at A&T. I didn't hear about a concert at Central. I just wasn't interested in going.
Next week, I'm sure we'll get maybe some play-by-play, because I believe B.D.U.B was down there last night.
I have zero school pride.
Shout out my cousin Coop, because I'm sure we with him too. Zero school pride.
I graduated from Central in 2003, and I'm just like, I went there. You know, I had an.
When Central does good in.
I mean, I don't hate. I'm like proud of my schools to an extent, but I mean, most of it is apathy. I mean, I went there, I graduated.
This is my question. Then.
You know,
would you be a booster?
No.
No, you wouldn't get to school any money, not to help any of the programs.
I might, depending on if I get rich. If I were to get rich or have a lot of money to spend, then yeah, I might donate, because it'd be a good look for me, you know, press wise. But in my current situation, no, I would not give them no money. I don't feel like I owe Central shit, since I was an out-of-state student all 4 years and
you
paid.
Definitely paid them so much.
Yeah, so it's like we even. We broke even. I got my degree. Y'all got your money in full. No partial scholarships or anything. So, if I decide to fuck with you, it's on, my own reconnaissance.
That's one of the biggest things.
I've been beefing with Central since I caught that parking ticket in 2004. I was there at
and still haven't let it go.
Yeah, I was at the library job hunting, and they gave me a ticket. And I paid it, but I was just like, that's your donation money.
My biggest regret is not going to college.
You ain't meant shit.
I feel like I did, because it's like, that association to something. You see what I'm saying? Like, and people still go to like their high school functions and stuff like. I
have not set foot
in the high school homecomings. I'm like, shout out Spring Valley.
I have not set foot in my high school since 1999, the year I graduated. I came back like the next week after I graduated to get a transcript for Central, and that was literally the last time
you're not going to give your high school a shout out.
It was Sherwood High School in Sandy Spring, Maryland. That's where I'm from. That's the only shout out you get. I'm waiting until I'm the most famous alumni. Currently, Scott Van Pelt is our most famous alumni, and the guy from the People Under the Stairs, who had his tongue cut out. He also went to my high school. The guy who played Roach.
Well, shout out Spring Valley High School, Columbia, South Carolina. That's where I grew. I haven't been back to, like, when I go home though, I'll drive by so I could just show people how incredibly big this damn school is.
Oh, it's a huge school.
Like, this school is huge. Like, it's a college campus just about. And that's where a lot of these schools went to. But when I go back home, I show the school off. Like, yeah, this is where I went to school at. And we had some good times there. So, but if I ever came across some money, would I give it to a school? Like, white people give, like, all their money to the school. Like,
I mean, if it's a good look for me, like in terms of press or
philanthropy, when you're in that field and stuff like that, the best way to be remembered is giving money. If you want to be remembered, give money. People will always remember you then.
Yeah.
So, but what topics we got for the show tonight?
Okay. I know the holiday season is upon us, so we getting into that. Let's see.
Oh, before we start, we're going to still do the holidays, but, just be mindful. Like I like to start every show off, be mindful of people. Holidays coming up.
Yeah, and they don't have people.
It's going to be different for them. Make sure you're there for these people. Mental health is real. And
is that a thing, too, where women, like, boo up with dudes for Thanksgiving, or is it just Christmas?
I could see that possibly as well, because with me and my family, Thanksgiving is the biggest holiday. Thanksgiving is the bigger holiday. out of Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Really? I always figured Christmas is, since, that requires more decoration. People are in more anticipation and it's commercialized, so there's more money involved.
If we're going bigger holiday, meaning the feeling of the holiday, for me, it's Thanksgiving. Because like I say, the family gets together and it's no telling who's possibly going to drop by for Thanksgiving, who's home, things of that nature. So for me, it's Thanksgiving. Now,
yes,
they do the next day, since everybody's home, the kids and my parents put the Christmas lights and stuff up. That's their tradition and stuff like that. So you know what I'm saying? But Thanksgiving for me. Now, you were saying Christmas?
Well, I was just saying Christmas because of the money it generates. I think it makes more money than Thanksgiving. I mean, you got the Macy's parade, and that's it. You got people decorating for Christmas once October starts.
Christmas is
lights and everything, and they stay up till January.
Christmas does generate money.
But, I mean, me personally, at this moment in time, I like Thanksgiving over Christmas. I prefer to eat over buying people gifts.
This is my thing, though, between traveling, because I know people travel during Christmas, but I think more people might travel over Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah.
So between traveling and buying food. Now, Christmas is good. That's where the money comes in at.
It seems Christmas is more stressful. Because Thanksgiving, all you got to do is bring a pie. And Christmas, you got to bring a whole trash bag full of gifts.
Christmas is, and it is stressful because people start shopping for Christmas damn near in October, September. And I think we've lost the spirit of what Christmas really is. People go broke for Christmas.
I don't.
And it doesn't make sense.
That's the benefit. Well, let's see. I don't have that many gifts to buy this year.
I mean, of course, I get my kids stuff, things of that nature.
I don't have any kids.
I put money towards making sure I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's where my Christmas money and stuff goes towards, making sure I'm good, making sure that I get off to a great start the next year.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? I have to think ahead because it's easy to get, come across obstacles nowadays. So I always try to make myself ahead. That way, if I'm ahead, then I can help it, do more for other people. So,
is there really women that just look for booze for Christmas? Do they have Christmas booze?
I'm not going to say it's just women, though. I think guys do it, too.
Really?
I think look, who doesn't like getting gifts?
Who
doesn't like getting gifts?
See, the thing with getting gifts from women, it just feels like there's something attached to it.
I think it's more.
Yeah.
I think for me, it's more Thanksgiving, having somebody, especially if you're going somewhere.
Yeah.
Having somebody to take with you.
Yeah.
The family.
So your family can stop talking about you.
That's where I think the partners, the new in thing is being in pajamas. Matching pajamas by Christmas.
Yeah, that's goals. Really, that's goals for women on Instagram. They just want you in this matching pajamas for a photo shoot, and then after that, you can put back on your jeans.
Well, like I tell, because once you get into a relationship this time of the year, you're in it because you have Thanksgiving
and Christmas. That's just a 2 month.
Valentine's Day.
No, that's a 2 month dedication. No, January is New Year, New Me, and we're going to start off free, and we're going to break up mid-January so we don't have to pay for Valentine's Day, and we keep the gifts we got in Christmas. I mean, if you're going to do it right. She's thinking the same thing.
She's trying to go to Valentine's Day. I don't think she's trying to do New Year, New Me thing. I think she's at least trying to get the Valentine's.
So if ladies want a boo by Valentine's Day, I do think right now is shoot your shot season.
Oh, this is definitely it.
And they're going to trap you for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and they're going to try for Valentine's Day.
I'm not going to say trap, but I'm going to say that's the run they're trying to make.
That's a 4-month arc.
That's the run they're trying to make.
And then the summer's or spring's going to come. She going to be feeling herself, and then all of a sudden, shit ain't going to work. By April, she's single again with your gifts.
This is definitely shoot your shot season because people are going to be looking for people. People have voids in their life that they're going to want filled. So, you know, good luck to all the single people out there. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Hell yeah.
But Thanksgiving, I can't wait.
Yeah,
Really
yeah.
Can't wait. I'm super excited.
Yeah.
And then my mom hit me up earlier.
What's up?
About COVID's back on the rise again. I'm like, we're not going to start that talk.
No. If it's on the rise, it's on the rise. You better be prepared.
Yeah, we're going to be but we're going to enjoy this. If something comes later down the line, cool. For right now, we're just going to enjoy it.
Get your flu shots.
I remember what 2 years of life without having anything was like.
They asked me to get a flu shot when I went to the doctor. And I'm just like, I work from home. I'm like, I don't understand the point.
Protect people.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. It's just a safe thing to do.
I guess so. Yeah. But besides the holiday season, for some reason, there's been a lot of beef in the past 2 weeks between a lot of people. And it's just been crazy. What's up?
Let's do the Ray J one.
Okay.
Because I think the other one is the clip you sent. That was top notch comedy.
Yeah. Okay. So Ray J and Kodak Black are beefing at the moment, and Ray J offered an invite to throw hands. It all stems from Kodak Black's interview on Drink Champs, where Kodak Black was on there. Now, Drink Champs is something I usually watch Saturday afternoon after, I'm done exercising, I'm just getting the day started. I watch Drink Champs. I didn't see the Kodak Black one. I saw the Kodak Black was on there. I heard him talking for a couple seconds, and then I immediately turned it off. But Ray J was on, I guess, Instagram Live discussing Kodak Black's appearance on Drink Champs. And from my understanding, Kodak Black was pretty fucked up on Drink Champs to the point where Ray J was concerned and asking we should reach out for help for him. To which Kodak Black replied with a video. I'm not sure if it was in English or not. There was a lot of bleeping and
Is that what we were listening to?
Yeah, that's what we were listening to before the show, getting hip to everything. There was a lot of bleeping. I don't know what language Kodak speaks. It's kind of a broken English. He'd fit in right up there with Baltimore niggas. So it's just beef, and then finally Ray J just offered the fade. And
First of all,
isn't
Ray J too old to be acting like this?
Me and Ray J are the same age.
Isn't Ray J too old to be acting like this?
Not really. Ray J's in his 40s, and Kodak Black
is in his maybe late 20s, maybe, possibly.
My thing was this. I get where you're coming from, where he is too old to be fighting. He is. But I also understand, because Kodak Black was talking shit about he was going to beat Ray J's ass. So Ray J, he did the OG shit. He said, you want to beat my ass, nigga? Come beat my ass.
I can. It's just the interactions. And a lot of things I see now are interactions always going left.
Yeah.
Anytime anybody reaches out to somebody, the interaction goes left. Completely.
Of course it goes left, because if Ray J was really concerned, he would have reached out to Kodak privately. I mean, don't get it twisted. I'm with Ray J. I agree with what Ray J said, but also, if you were that concerned, you would have reached out to him privately to not put him in a situation where he got to cuss you out and defend himself. Because a lot of people do that as defense. They understand they need help, but you didn't approach them in the correct manner. You put them on blast through the public, so they got to respond on some tough guy shit to keep their fans, because they got a public image to maintain. So there's sometimes where you got to pull people to the side and pull them in the air, and you'll get a different reaction when it's private versus public. So, I mean, I do agree Ray J kind of handled it wrong. I agree with Ray J, but I just think if you were that concerned, you should have pulled him to the side and just had a conversation, OG the young nigga. But also from my understanding with his interactions with Master P and everything, Kodak Black, a young hardhead nigga. You can't tell him much.
Let me get this right. This is the same Kodak that said, I knew the perk was fake.
Yeah.
But I still ate it.
Yeah.
Because I'm a gremlin.
Yeah.
I do think he has a problem.
Yeah.
You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
Kodak has a drug problem.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, a lot of them niggas, a lot of niggas now have a drug problem because doing drugs in current hip hop is seen as cool, whereas in our era, it was just smoking weed. That was it, and drinking.
I don't understand how you could play this game right now, Russian roulette, with Fett in the game like that.
Yeah.
I don't understand how you possibly can even entertain, as much as I like, even if I wanted to do these type of drugs.
Yeah.
With the knowing that I could possibly die because it's cut with Fett.
Yeah.
You know, that keeps me completely away from it.
Oh, yeah, and it's taking a few of our people like Gangsta Boo and shit. You know, you can't play with that. That's why I don't understand why people leave weed. Ain't nobody dying from weed. Weed ain't getting spiked. There's nobody fucking with weed except that one nigga who got his ass beat back in the day. There's always a nigga that did something to weed that got his ass beat.
And weed gets you kind of, I think, where you need to be, or drink. Like, and I'm not the biggest advocate for drinking. But
yeah.
These hard illicit drugs that possibly could be mixed with fat, especially the pill life. Like, nah. I can't even indulge in that.
Yeah, so Kodak was upset after Ray J's comments, and I'm in agreement with Ray J sometimes. Sometimes you got to throw hands. I just like to the point.
If that's what he has to do, then that's what he has to do. But
man, and Ray J gonna show up with his Raycon earbuds. It's gonna be a big branding opportunity.
I will say this about Ray J, and it's kind of off topic, but I've always thought he was brilliant when it came up to coming up with different ideas and things of that nature. I think he's had a couple of good inventions.
Yeah, I mean, he's an entrepreneur. He takes risks, gambles, and they pay off. I mean, bro got his paper from the Raycon, so I ain't gonna hate. Yeah, I give props to Ray J, but I don't know about this fight. I'm not one of them people that believe in calling for peace in certain situations. Like, if they want to square up, let them square up. Turn it into a charity event. Get some people paid. Get a donation.
That'd be what's up.
Yeah.
If y'all really want to throw hands like that, because you know these rappers always want to throw hands. Nobody ever really throws hands.
That's why I'm like
worthwhile event to throw hands.
No back and forth on the internet, no gunplay, no crews jumping somebody when they catch them by themselves. Just one-on-one, square up.
And get paid for
it.
Get
sometimes, I'm not a violent person, but I understand. Let's just get to the fucking point. No back and forth, just square up. That's what an OG would do.
Think Ray J clout chasing though?
A little bit, but I also think, who do you think's going to win? I think Ray J, because I think Ray J would train for the fight. Kodak's a drug addict. You got to remember that.
Have you ever seen the nigga fight for drugs?
You might got a point.
Have you ever seen?
They get
I'm just saying, like
Raycon ear drugs, and then Kodak.
And they
Black.
two small dudes. Like they
are they? I don't know. I don't know Ray J's height.
Ray J's small. I think he's a small.
I don't know.
Like,
I mean, I've met some celebrities, man, and they are always fucking shorter.
Take it to the ring. Every celebrity.
Like I said, my most disappointing moment was meeting like Usher and standing next to him, and that nigga's like 5'7", 5'8".
Usher.
I'm 6'3".
Ludacris.
Yeah, I mean, Little John. I expect to be short. His name is Little John.
Like, all these dudes.
Yeah.
You see him, you're like, okay. You know,
yeah.
Now, 2 Chainz.
2 Chainz is tall. Jay-Z is tall. I remember meeting
Gucci is tall too.
The person that surprised me when I was in LA, I saw the making of the band and I met Chopper. And Chopper is pretty tall. I don't know. I haven't heard from that nigga in over 15 years.
Most artists though, if I'm right, are short.
Yeah, they're short because they spent all that time perfecting their craft and, not getting pussy.
I remember growing up.
Yeah.
He was my favorite rapper.
Oh, Prodigy?
Prodigy. They're
5'4". Yeah, 5'5", 5'4".
Like, oh, man. Still one of my favorite rappers all the time.
I mean, height doesn't have any influence.
Height doesn't, but when
you hear him talk tough shit and you realize the nigga's 5'5",
when you hear somebody talking real gangster, and like you say, then it's like they're 5'6".
Yeah, but they still got guns, so I mean they'll still fuck you up. You know, I'm one of them people that believe short niggas always got weapons on them. You can't just fucking kick them like a football. You gotta fucking be wary. They might have a knife, a blade, or a gun on them. Probably a gun. Short niggas gotta have a gun.
Napoleon complex at his fight. Some of the shortest dudes I knew were some of the most live wires. They were ready to get
they had to. They had to keep people off them.
Little dude that you knew, like I was like, why is this dude so live? Like
he wasn't live. He was just live.
Wild and out of control. And I was like, why does he act like this? But
he got to be seen. Niggas put up fronts, bro. Yeah, but that's not the only beef we're dealing with between Kodak Black and Ray J. There's another beef that was brewing over the weekend between Soulja Boy and our North Carolina's own J.Cole, and we're not really even sure what what the beef is about. Soulja Boy don't know what the beef is about.
Know what he's mad about, but he was mad as hell though.
Yeah, he was pretty upset.
Mad.
So basically, from my understanding, J. Cole was on a podcast discussing his discussion. Okay, it was called Mitch Gone Mad's podcast called A Safe Place, where just J. Cole was discussing Soulja Boy's music, saying he didn't like it, but he always found himself in the clubs dancing to it and, you know, enjoying when it came on. So J. Cole said he had to check himself and realize he was a hater. And he put that out there and said, you know, there was room for dudes like Soulja Boy in the game, even though their music wasn't as lyrical. So J. Cole said hearing Soulja Boy's music kind of made him reflect and check himself on being a hater. And so I don't understand how Soulja Boy turned that into beef, but somehow, some way,
he was 38.
I wonder what set Soulja Boy off.
But this is my thing. This is my thing with the whole thing. So
yeah,
guys be really sensitive. I don't know if it's the internet that's made people uber sensitive or whatever, but he had a nice little run.
Soulja Boy?
Yes.
Yeah.
He had a really nice
Soulja Boy
run.
made his own lane, and I'll give him his props for that. He
as
had
much as people,
2 songs. Nah, he had a couple joints.
He had more than that. As much as people try to discredit the guy, Draco, he had his run. Now, with that being said, everybody didn't listen to you though because you had your run, and accept that. He's making it sound like everybody listened to him when no, everybody was not listening to the Soulja Boy. We heard it because it was force fed to us. So that's how hip hop heads heard it. When you go to the club, you'd hear it. But like me riding around, me at the house, things of that nature, I'm not playing Soulja Boy. And that's what J. Cole was saying. In my eyes, it's like I heard him and he had his run. But I was listening to others who were spitting bars.
Yeah. I didn't, you know, Soulja Boy came out when I was in my 20s and he was a teenager. So, I mean, I appreciate the catchiness of it, but I never looked at him as lyrical. And, of course, when he came on the scene, all the OG rappers dissed him. I remember Ice-T dissed him. Snoop Dogg said he didn't like his music, and Soulja Boy said he cried off of that.
Because
it's
Soulja Boy's music, whack or not, it was so different, especially to the OGs in the game. His music's so different, but we had to think, though, it wasn't catered towards us. We took offense with it, and we weren't giving him a pass like this is a grown-up hip-hop, but he was aiming it towards kids and stuff like that. So he hit who he was going for. It wasn't adults.
Yeah. But you also got to understand, though, it's like his age didn't give him a pass because Rakim was the same age Soulja Boy was when Paid in Full came out. And then you got Crisscross. Even though JD wrote their rhymes, they were still kind of lyrical.
But like I said, he found his lane. If Buddha was here, Buddha will tell you. We went to a Soulja Boy concert. We were there, met the kid and everything. He was real young. He was probably like 15 when we met him down in Atlanta. And when I tell you they opened the doors up for this venue so they could see this dude, they mobbed in there to see
They mobbed Soulja Boy.
They mobbed the stage, and when I say kids, it was a bunch of white kids. It was some, you know, it was some black kids there, but it was a lot of white kids. Soulja Boy found his lane. Now, this and J.Cole, worst thing you could ever do.
Yeah.
Worst thing you can do, because
J.Cole ain't gonna diss you back. That's the thing.
North Carolina rides for theirs.
Yeah.
North Carolina will stand 10 toes down for Jermaine Cole. They love J. Cole, and he has a huge fan base. This is definitely Soulja Boy clout chasing.
Yeah.
100% clout chasing. He didn't even have to respond. It's like you hear because everybody has a podcast. Welcome to the FM podcast. All our new viewers share our shit. But everybody has a podcast now. So you're going to hear things that you possibly might not like, but you got to let that go.
Exactly.
It's not even worth entertaining. And what is Soulja Boy going to do? Diss J. Cole?
Yeah, he already dissed J. Cole. You saw the video I shared. So Soulja Boy put out a video where he was trying to explain why he was upset, and then he just snapped and said he don't even know why he's upset. So Soulja Boy is just reacting, you're right, for clout and attention.
He's clout chasing, and right now, J. Cole might be on one of the hottest feature runs I can remember since Wayne.
Yeah.
Since Ho. Like, this is how hot J. Cole is right now on this feature run he's doing. So, you know, Soulja Boy need to sit down, chill out, you know, and just make a song. So make a song. It's that simple.
Exactly.
Because J. Cole out here he dropping heat on that first person shooter.
Yeah, that was dope.
I think
I like Cole's guest appearances more than his albums.
a lot of people do.
They should make a mixtape of all of his guest appearance verses.
He has bars on Lil Yachty song that are, if I would have never listened to Lil Yachty if it wasn't for J. Cole being up there. And those bars are so dope. Just like with the Lil Durk song. I would have never listened to that song if J. Cole hadn't been up there. J. Cole right now is really holding the torch when it comes to features.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to segue.
Okay.
Go ahead and segue.
Go ahead.
Into other stuff, because while we're on music. So, Benny, I thought he was dropping an album. Didn't. He dropped a single.
Wham.
I think the single's all right.
Yeah, the single's okay.
I think, and the feature, though.
I couldn't appreciate the single when I was listening to it because I was pissed because I thought his album was going to come out.
I was a little hot that album didn't come out. But the feature, Lil Wayne bars on this song.
Yeah. Are they hard?
Yeah.
They're super hard.
Yeah. I don't know what it is about Benny and Wayne when they get together, and Wayne's like, I'm going to slaughter him.
Yeah.
And y'all know I'm the biggest Benny fan there is, but the songs I've heard Benny and Wayne on,
Phenomenal.
great songs. Benny got him the first song, Roulette, on Lil Wayne. Then Wayne got him on that song they did before, Timeless, with him and Big Sean. And then Wayne got him on Big Dog.
Yeah.
Wayne's bars are...
Yeah, Wayne was vicious, but I was just disappointed because the album didn't drop.
I'm not a big fan of the hook like that.
I wasn't either.
Now, if I'm going to nitpick the song, and it's not really even nitpicking, I'm just not a fan of the hook. I think the beat's dope. Al dropped the dope beat, but the hook, and that's always my problem with
Griselda, they don't have good hooks. They never did.
Their hooks are...
I don't think I've ever heard a good hooks from Griselda.
They've had a couple with Stove. Stove got a couple.
Oh, yeah.
He
I
gives
forgot
some good
about Stove, guys.
But other than that, like when Conway does his and Benny does his, like...
They're horrible.
Even West Side hooks be all right.
Yeah.
They be decent.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
Benny and Conway,
their hooks are terrible.
Their hooks are terrible.
They're in that Nas class of disappointing hooks.
Their hooks are terrible. So that was,
their hooks are so bad. Even Nas is like, "Yo, y'all need to work on your hooks, man."
Like their hooks are terrible. I can't even lie. And y'all know I'm a without Griselda.
Nas be like, you want me to call Lauren for you? Ooh.
While we're also in music,
Yes.
we checked out
Meg Thee Stallion's video Cobra, and they used the same CGI from that Anaconda movie with Jennifer Lopez and Ice Cube.
When you showed me this video, the first thing that popped
We both watched it at the same time.
when we watched this video, the first thing that popped into my mind was, didn't Nicki do that?
Yeah, she did the Anaconda. Don't
Nicki
want
do that?
none unless
Like-
you got buns, huh?
But
And the whole shedding skin thing was corny. The CGI was bad, but I really liked the beat. The beat was dope. I ain't gonna hate on that.
Meg's fans are gonna like it. It's
Yeah.
not a bad song, but
The video was terrible, other than Meg Thee Stallion, and her cheeks. But that was like the first part of the video was super corny, with her being in the snake and then her coming out the CGI snake. That was super corny, and the whole shedding skin.
like I say, the Meg fans, they're gonna enjoy it.
Yeah.
Certain fan bases push you.
Yeah,
So is her fan base the Stallions? Is that
I
is
don't
that
know
they
what they're
are?
called.
But Meg's fan base will help her get it over.
Yeah, but there was a part in the song where that people are assuming they were talking about her boyfriend Party getting dome in the same place she sleeps at, and people are assuming that Party cheated on Meg, and it was with that woman. What was her name? Jada something? Kingdom. Jada Kingdom. Have you seen photos of Jada Kingdom? I would have cheated too. I'm sorry. If I'm partying, I'm in that situation where I got this bad chick over on the left and I'm dealing with this bad chick on the right. It's two bad chicks. You can't go wrong.
As a man, especially at that age in life,
Yeah.
it's hard to not.
It is hard.
It's hard
It's just
not.
because,
Especially when it's basically being served up to you.
yeah, that's the hard part. How much ass does he get just off the strength of being Meg Thee Stallion's man? Because, once you get with a woman like Meg Thee Stallion, other women are going to want you. Your stock goes up.
Your stock just shot through the roof.
They going to want to know what is it about you that got Meg. Yeah. So they going to
Your
be.
stock done shot through the roof. So yeah, he's definitely.
We should do a social experiment where we just get a bad chick.
Hold on. We still got to shout out my dude.
Who?
My boy Jeremy, the one who was in jail, got out and married the
Jeremy Meeks.
Yeah, always shout out Big Jeremy.
Oh, yeah. He
Always
came.
shout out Big Jeremy.
Yeah, Jeremy came through with the pretty boy swag and just
And married a
billionaire.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Always got to shout out Big.
from jail to a bit. God, that's a glow up for real, bro. That nigga's the male version of Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman.
So then so like you say, once you do that, your stock's through the roof.
Yeah. You get with a bad chick, your stock is through the roof. That's why dudes get with bad chicks and just want to be seen with them. I've been in that mode.
That's all it takes.
Sometimes you just be like, you ain't got to fuck me. Just be seen in public.
All it takes.
Yeah. You be thinking the nigga
women-
thirsty. We just plotting on other
Women
pussy.
notice that.
Yeah.
Women notice stuff like that.
Yeah.
A woman will notice a dude with a beautiful woman. Like,
Yeah.
they'll see it. So yeah.
Yeah.
His stock is definitely it's up. It's up.
Yeah, but that Jada King. I don't know who she is. I don't know what she does. I just know what she looks like, and I understand. Party.
I just think it's hard to live because the lifestyle is
That lifestyle.
It's
I can live a monogamous lifestyle because I'm not famous, and women ain't throwing their drawers at me like that.
In your 40s, and you're kind of
And yeah, you're in your 40s.
settled down and things of that nature.
I
But
get
when
scared
you're
of
in your-
hoes sometimes.
When you're in your 20s,
Yeah.
early 30s,
Yeah.
living this lifestyle as a guy, you have to be very, very well grounded not to get caught up.
And
that's
it's
just-
hard.
That's just that. They
It's
always
hard.
talk about guys cheating, this, that. I'm sure
It's
these
hard.
guys have turned down
So
many invitations that eventually it just beat them down.
I'd have to
corny
put-
as
yeah.
wild as that sounds, and Just like with women, sometimes guys just keep coming on until eventually they just wore you down, and eventually you just get worn down.
Yeah, that's the problems that happen when you date a bad chick. Because every nigga getting at her if you ain't by her side, and if she gets 7 propositions, a week or no, fuck that, a day. She ain't saying no 1,000 times a year, nigga.
Well, I don't know, because I know a lot of women say that they don't get approached like that.
Some don't. It just depends on who they are and where they go.
I'm trying to think. Like, I've seen some beautiful women that were so fine. I was like, I'm not even going to approach her, because that's just how bad she was.
I don't get that. I just, you know what it is? I like to meet a fine woman and just talk to her just to see where her mind is at. That really determines how I view her, because every time I see a fine woman, you know, I got to figure out, is she fine or is she like a hood rat or what? What is she?
What constitutes? How fine are you? Because then it becomes levels of fine.
Yeah, there's levels of fine for a woman. You can be a hood rat fine, and then you can be a woman that conducts herself fine.
It's definitely levels of
and
fine.
even if y'all look alike and y'all are equally bad, you know, yeah, there's certain ones niggas going.
With you there. Yeah, it's levels of fineness.
Because I've seen some banging hood rats, man. They be fine as hell. You want to simp and thirst, but you know long term, they ain't it.
And that's the thing. At this point in life, you think long term.
Yeah, you thinking long term.
Short term is cool.
Short term is fine.
But you're thinking long term.
I'm thinking long term for my protection, because it's very easy to get caught up when you're around women. So you've got to view her from the outside looking in and have a goal for a long term. There are a lot of women that want to get married, but you know they can't stay married. You already know you ain't walking into that trap. They want a ring. They want to get married. They don't want to stay married. They'll leave your ass after they get the wedding and the kid.
So it's just to have something to say that they did on
the
to-do list.
Yes. Yes. There are women like that.
As much as I want to disagree with you,
there are women who are.
Kels is here to like hold.
Kels would be like,
niggas do too. Niggas do too.
I don't know if niggas do that.
What?
Get married just to say they got
married. No, some do. There's certain breed of niggas that are lonely and want a girl around no matter what.
That's what I was going to refer to. It's guys who need to be in relationships.
So yeah, they get married and they'll cheat. Not all, but some of them are so desperate to be in relationships and they'll cheat.
Some guys just they
just don't want to be alone.
Complete. They just can't be alone. Some people just can't.
I love being alone. That's the reason my dating life is fucked up, because I'm so at peace. I don't want a woman to come in my life and fuck it up. So anytime they give me feedback or it gets too negative, I just be like, you got it. Take care. I'm going to go play 2K.
It's always 2K. 2K is always
I'm just at peace, and you don't want somebody coming in and fucking that peace up. My last 3 relationships was women fucking up my peace.
As a guy, right now being single.
Yes.
Peace of mind is everything.
Exactly.
I trade
piece of ass is important too.
I'd rather keep a peace of mind than a piece of poutine.
Yeah,
I've said that several times.
Same, but you want both.
Oh, yeah.
It's optimal for both.
I'd rather keep my peace of mind. And it's nothing personal. I always tell people, right now I think I'm just going through a phase. Like, I'm just content with it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I'm content and I'm happy with it. Mm-hmm. And I go with it.
Yeah.
So
I feels you. Anyway, what other beef was there? Okay, there was an update between the academics and Saucy Santana beef. It's a funny beef to me, but it's also kind of a fucked up beef because I'm seeing how nobody reacted to Saucy Santana saying he was gonna violate DJ Academics. They reacted to academics, like Queen Latifah, and how she came at academics and was like, he's come at women and all this stuff. And it just really bothered me how nobody said, Saucy Santana, you're out of line, or nobody condemned what he said. Nobody said shit about it. That's creepy.
If you wanna go back to the last show, I still want to cross paths.
Yeah. Okay, so it was about City Girls. Remember, Academics went in on City Girls flopping, and then Saucy Santana is cool with City Girls, so he defended them. And then Academics got at Saucy Santana saying you have a BBL and cracking jokes on them. Then Saucy Santana responded.
So boom.
Yeah.
With what you said,
yeah.
Now you've opened the door.
But no. I understand.
You said that Academics started cracking jokes.
On City Girls, yeah.
On City Girls. Then he started cracking
jokes on Saucy Santana.
Okay, boom. So, like I tell you, when you have interactions over the internet with people, you can pretty much expect them somehow to go left.
That's not the issue. I'm not mad that Saucy Santana want to fight him. The part that got me was that I'm going to take your ass. That's the part that got me. I'm like, nobody's going to defend Academics. Nobody's going to say, slow down, Saucy. Nobody's going to say anything. They're just going to be like, Academics, you're wrong against the gay. Nobody's going to be like, even Queen Latifah wasn't like.
I'm getting ready to say something, and this probably get ready to blow everybody's mind who's watching. It's probably going to blow your mind.
Yes.
But I didn't see him as the one being on top. So now I'm like, totally.
I don't want to think about that.
Now I'm like totally blown. It's like, oh my gosh, like, wow.
I'm just amazed at just what you can get away with, because there's no way a male rapper could have said that to a female.
They've been out here with pitchforks and everything.
And that scares me, because that lets me know what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a community that will defend. You're dealing with a community that will let debauchery happen.
Is it wrong?
Yes.
Completely and utterly.
It's wrong. It's wrong with if it's wrong what Academics said, it's wrong what Saucy Santana said. It's kind of funny, but it's also kind of scary because it could set a precedent.
Of what?
Niggas taking ass. Bro, you see how these niggas are. We laughed like 10 years ago at niggas in dresses and shit.
I'm trying not to laugh at this, but you making it funny because this dude sits here and I guess insults.
Yeah. I mean, think about when DMX was alive and he was talking about taking niggas' manhood through.
Academics shouldn't even went down that road.
No, he didn't.
He shouldn't have never.
Niggas never. Saucy Santana talked about taking a nigga's ass.
They had to have some type of interaction for him.
Other than what Academics said. He cracked jokes.
No. So he was cracking jokes about Saucy. So
now, I'm not mad at Saucy if he wanted to fight him.
You don't know what a person's going to do once you start thinking that you're funny. Because people who think they're funny, some people don't take that thing funny and be ready to really set it off because it's not funny to me.
That's not funny at all. When you talk about taking a nigga's ass.
No, that's not funny at all.
That's not funny. You can beat his ass. Just leave his ass alone when it's beat. Just leave it there. I just don't understand the taking ass part.
I bet you he will watch how we talk to people from here on out.
Who, Academics?
Yup.
Not really, because Whack 100, I know you saw that video I shared of Whack 100 responded. I want to know, what's the deal with these West Coast niggas having booty goons on call? Because you remember when Ray J was beefing with Fabulous and he's talking about he had niggas on call that would take niggas' booty holes? Ray J's out in L.A., Wack's out in L.A. How do niggas got booty goons on speed dial? They got them on speed dial.
I want to say something, but then I don't want to say it, and then people, take it the wrong way. So I ain't going to say it, but
yes.
It's always been like that for some crazy reason. Like,
I don't have a gay nigga I can call on the phone to fight my battles for me.
I don't either.
I can't think of anybody.
I don't. But
I'm like, who's a gay nigga? I don't have no gay niggas I can call. I don't know any.
To go fight this battle
if a gay nigga want to fight me, I don't have a gay nigga I can call up like a homie. That would scare me.
I'm just trying to dead it. I'm not really into the fighting thing anymore.
I'm not either, but you want somebody we at a point now where if you're a straight,
you have to have.
If you're a straight man, you can't fight nobody but another straight man. So if gay niggas want to fight you, you got to have a gay nigga on speed dial to fight.
You have to have a gay homie.
Yeah, because then you're going to get charged with a hate crime. That shit is serious now. Bro, they will find any reason to charge you with a hate crime. Hey, yo, one of my, in college, one of my people who I was in a house, what was that, a boarding house? We got kicked off of campus, and we ended up at a boarding house across the street. So anyway, that's just the backstory. One of the niggas who I shared the boarding house with was at an NCCU football game. A gay nigga who he knew walked up to him, asked him for a cigarette. He ain't had no cigarette, so he told the gay nigga no. The gay dude was drunk and got belligerent with him and spit on him. So my man snapped and beat his ass. Of course, the gay nigga runs to campus police and says he beat me up because I'm gay. That's what he said. And of course, dude gets arrested. You know, I don't think it was a hate crime because, you know, he was a student on campus, but he got kicked off campus. He got kicked out of school over that. And you know what I'm saying? So had that nigga been gay, had the dude who I shared the boarding house been gay, I wouldn't have been at that boarding house. But, I mean, had it went down, that wouldn't have happened. They would have just fought, maybe got an assault charge, and it would have been over.
But
so
being that the dude said that because he called him gay.
And he fought because the gay dude spit on him. The dude was drunk and just, you know, he was drunk. You know?
That's why I keep myself out of those situations.
But I'm just saying, in situations now, you got to have a gay nigga on call if a gay nigga get belligerent. So make sure you got a gay cousin you cool with, or a gay friend, or somebody you knew from high school that you cool with that's gay, that, you know, just on speed dial that can fight.
Now I'm trying to think. I don't have nobody. I might be in trouble because I don't have nobody.
Yeah,
I got.
Now you gotta have Butch.
No, I got a cousin, but he's small though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I worry about.
You can't be a straight man fish fighting gay niggas now because that's a hate crime. And even if it isn't a hate crime, they can say it's a hate crime. It's your word against theirs.
Nah, I don't have nobody I can call.
So yeah. So all you straight niggas out there, get you a gay nigga on speed dial to fight like Whack 100 did.
That is wild, man. Like you said, like you just got a homie who happened.
Like, nigga, are you gay and can fight? Let me call you. Pause.
I kind of want to relate it to the prison system, like.
But it kind of is.
That's where you got this homie at, like.
Yeah.
I don't want to. That's kind of.
But I mean, that's where we at in this world. Yeah, straight men can only fight other straight men. And if you're a black straight man, you can only fight another black straight. Otherwise, there's racial implications if it's a white man and a black man fighting.
That's crazy.
Everything. Yeah, you can only fight the people you look like. So this is why black on black crime, they trying to get it to increase. That's why you put all these bills in effect. Okay. So besides that, academics, I think that, there's one final beef, and it's the beef going on between the city of Atlanta and Keith Lee. Food critic and MMA fighter who's still whoop your ass if you run up on him. Keith Lee was doing his food tour.
I heard he tore Atlanta down.
It's crazy because he's so polite and nice.
He's a nice guy.
And he's telling everybody be kind. And people are just losing their shit. And I get it because I follow a couple food critics like Mr. Chime Time.
But that'll make people. I saw something on them today.
Chime Time is from North Carolina, so I follow him.
Okay, I saw him today.
Yeah, he be on Green.
Reason he popped up on my. And
so he be doing the same thing. He be going to different cities, touring, hitting up the local spots, eating food. And it's just weird how not liking a certain location sparks a lot of like death threats and anger. Because, yeah, I mean, I watch other food critics, and like I said, Keith Lee ain't the only person catching feedback.
But he's the most.
He's the highest profile. Yeah, but there are smaller food critics that do what he does, and they catch the same heat. They post death threats. Like,
I can see
and
that,
it's all over pork chops and customer service.
But you know what? We take food serious.
I get it.
And I think it's great because now it holds restaurants accountable. Now, everybody's taste is different.
Yeah.
Everybody's taste is different. So something that they might like or they might not like
Nah, I've been hearing some shit about Atlanta restaurants before,
But for the most part, he's talking about food, but he's also talking about the
Customer service
of the restaurant.
Yeah.
That's what.
And a lot of these restaurants need to be checked. Yeah. And in Atlanta, I've always heard crazy shit about Atlanta restaurants and what they do and do not accept. Yeah. So, I mean, he's just going there doing his reviews, and now people are threatening his family, threatening him, and he's threatening not to do another tour, and I totally get it because it's not worth it, and he's still going to get paid. He's going to get paid whether he go on tour or not. So... But that's just how it is being a food critic. And then there was a response that one of the owners gave to the restaurants he gave a bad review to, talking about who is he and what qualifies him to be a food critic. And did you see Ocho Cinco and what
his reply?
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't see it.
Okay, well, first and foremost, to be a food critic does not require some sort of background or education. Yeah, it's not like being a doctor or a lawyer where you got to pass state certifications and all that. All a food critic is someone with an opinion that people agree with and that they follow. That's all you need to be a food critic. You don't have to have any formal training or background. You just got to have taste buds and the ability to communicate what you're tasting and just gain the people's trust. That's it. And I feel sorry for the formal food critics who wasted all their parents' money to be a fucking degree in a food critic. It was all... There's nothing. You don't need all that.
Anybody could just be
like, this rice is good, and you needed 4 fucking years at a university and debt.
And what's dope about it is, because it's a spinoff of Guy Show and stuff like that for the most part, but it goes to the spots that he ain't going to.
Yeah,
he's not going to these spots. So Keith Lee or these other food critics go to these spots that we would frequent because we're always looking for something different.
Yeah.
We're always looking for a different experience.
Yeah. I mean, I know a few food critics in Raleigh that have made me come out to check a place out because they gave it a great review, and it was a restaurant I wouldn't have thought twice about going to. But I'm just amazed at the amount of people so emotional over the fact the nigga don't like the food you like. But to be fair, every place that he said was overhyped that I've tried in my life was overhyped. The Varsity in Atlanta is one of the most overhyped and disappointing experiences in terms of food I've ever had. Gladys Knight's waffles,
it's
terrible.
It's name recognition. It's because I paid a little bit of money, it makes it a little bit better, and that's nowhere near the truth.
Yeah.
And that's what, like you say, was brought to the light. Just because these are quote unquote kind of upscale, they still ain't hitting on nothing.
Yeah, there are a lot of places with bad food.
And you would think if he walked in the door, you would put your best foot forward. Because you know that.
But he don't want that. He does not want to be known. He wants to be anonymous and get the same experience everybody else gets. He doesn't want the red carpet rolled out for him. And I get that angle too. I'm like,
surprise angle.
Yeah,
because I want to get the same meal that
everybody else gets. I don't want to get special treatment.
I understand that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so with Keith Lee, y'all got to stop getting emotional over food critics, man. And speaking of disappointing food, I have had to stop hyping Cookout to all the people that come to North Carolina. In the early 2000s, all I did was hype up Cookout. Like, yo, you can get 2 sides and a drink and the entree for like $5. I was hyping the shit out of Cookout in the early 2000s. And then something around 2010 when the quality just went down.
But it's everywhere. It's not just Cookout.
Oh, yeah, everything is going down.
Everything. But yeah, I have the same sentiment about Cookout as well.
I had to stop telling people it was the shit because it's not the shit like that anymore. But it's still hitting at 2 a.m. when you drunk.
It is. It's not the recommendation it used to be, though.
And Bojangles. You know what's fucked up? Because everybody's experience who's new to Bojangles, they usually experience in the Charlotte airport. And that's not a real Bojangles. That's like a bastard version of Bojangles. So then when you ask people have they had Bojangles, they'd be like, oh, I tried it in the Charlotte airport. It wasn't all that good. I'm like, that's not a real Bojangles. That's like fake Bojangles.
It's just it's everywhere. Like I won't even just say it's cookout. At least they're kind of fast though. They have to be fast. Remember the night you took me by KFC and I was in there how long?
He was in there 30 goddamn minutes.
All right.
I was cussing out Branson and the staff in my car.
I was in KFC for 30 minutes because it's at least cookout is quick.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of these other places be bullshit and things of that nature. Like, they don't take it serious like, you know, it should be. Some of that is, a lot of that is just on management who they have in there running the organization, things of that nature. But, you know, a lot of places aren't run the way they're supposed to be ran.
Exactly.
And while we're on food, I don't know if you had a chance to try it yet.
What?
The McDonald's Mambo sauce.
I have not.
Look,
Is it
I haven't
good?
tried it.
Oh,
I haven't tried it, but I figured, you know, you being the Mambo King and stuff like that, you might have got.
See,
around
I'm one of them dudes. I make my own mumbo sauce at the crib, so if it ain't that, and it tastes like that Capital City mumbo sauce. The sauce I make tastes exactly like the Capital City mumbo sauce. So
food is becoming commercial like music to me.
Yeah.
Like it's Mambo sauce was a certain area, boom, everywhere now.
yeah, you know, I'm at the point now where I just enjoy cooking my own shit. It tastes better than the shit I get at takeout. You know, and all the food quality is going down. You can't.
Oh, yeah, by far, you make the best meal at the house.
Yeah.
But the thing is, do I really feel like making the best meal at the house?
Exactly.
Do I got $10 or $12 on me.
I don't
to
know.
Get a plate from somewhere.
I have a craving. I have pho cravings. I call it pho when it's just me and the people and the camera's not on. But if there's Vietnamese people watching, I say pho because I know the correct pronunciation. I just don't like pronouncing it because I'm an English guy.
On that too.
I love pho.
You are very high on
You know why? I tell everybody, it's good food. It tastes good. It's cheap. And if it's in your area, it's a good place to take a date for those reasons. And a lot of people just ain't hip to it yet. And
they definitely ain't going there on the first date.
yeah,
You can't go to the Cheesecake Factory. You ain't going to.
No. Take her to get some pho because
Pho is good, though.
it's cheap.
It's really good.
It tastes good, and she'll think you're cultured because it's some, you know, exotic shit. I always recommend that, and it's really good. And get some appetizers for a spring, and get some spring rolls, and get some sake, and you can get her drunk.
Sake.
Yeah,
Sake.
sake is delicious.
Sake hits you so quick.
So
you won't know
yeah,
what
that
happened.
shit sneak up on you.
It hits you so quick you won't know what happened.
And if you in the right city, all of what I just said, appetizer, 2 entrees, 2 drinks, that should run you about $40 to $50 to $60, just depending on what city you're in. So it's not that expensive. So, you know, dates like that should be able to get you the draws.
Should be.
Should be.
What else
Yeah.
you got?
Okay, so besides that, there was Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill actually, it's always been a big secret about her being late to concerts, and it just seemed like she never addressed it. So finally, she was in concert. I didn't get the details about it, but she went on stage and addressed the audience about her lateness. And it really, really, really pissed me off.
Why did it piss you off?
It really pissed me off to see such a woman so deluded from reality. It really bothers me when I see celebrities who think they're larger than life, but it really, really bothers me when it's Lauryn Hill, who hasn't dropped dope music since 1998.
But I think, do I want to say that she, like, in the black community, Lauryn Hill is like that big, and she hasn't had a song in 20.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Years.
Well, first and foremost, she's had a pattern of showing up extremely late, not just the normal rapper late of 30 to an hour. She shows up 2 to 3 hours late on each of her concerts. It's not new. It's not a surprise. So first, if it's 2023 and you're still complaining about Lauryn Hill being late, you're the idiot for not noticing.
She's been late for at least for the past 10 years.
But with that being said, when she addressed the crowd, you could hear the smugness and arrogance in
her voice.
And that really just kind of pissed me off because, as I've always said, Lauryn Hill is somebody who's probably never had to work a 9-to-5 job. She got down with the Fugees at 14 years old. I believe they got their first deal when she was 16. Then when she was supposed to go to Columbia University, it wasn't that when they dropped the score. So from there, she became a super mega star. She's never had a 9-to-5 job. She's never had that feeling of waking up in the morning, not feeling like going and just going.
They said she had a tough life too, though. You know what I'm saying? After
those first 13 years of life.
After her album. After her album, I heard that's where.
If she had a tough life after her album, that was her own fault. How do you have a tough life when you have the money?
I mean, the means and all that.
Exactly.
Nevertheless.
Now, if you can't balance that shit, then yeah, you're going to have a tough life.
My argument with Lauren, I think she's an amazing artist.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like how they make her the best of everything.
Exactly.
That kind of bothers me. Like, they're like, she's the best singer. No, Lauren's not really. She's a great singer, but she's not the best.
Yeah, exactly.
She's the best rapper. She's a good rapper. She's got bars, but to me, she's not the best.
Greatest. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's
same
other
thing with the singer.
Have, songs upon songs upon songs to prove,
I think CeeLo is overall a better singer-rapper than Lauryn Hill just because of his consistent output.
And that nature.
Lauryn Hill struck lightning, twice with the score and her solo, and she's just been riding that shit 25 fucking years.
She's basically on the Mount Rushmore to females of female music, especially modern music. Mary J. Blige, Lauryn Hill. They're up there.
Yeah, I just never understood how you can be a legend without really having a legendary discography.
I battle with that.
What is Lauryn Hill's discography of like if you were to put out a greatest hits, it's like 10 songs.
And on top of that,
what?
When we got into when I was like, Biggs and stuff, and then she's been here.
Yeah.
Add on to her discography.
Exactly.
And hasn't done
She's not dead. She's in her right. Well, she ain't in her right, goddamn. But she's fully physically and mentally capable of giving us music, and she doesn't. And it makes me wonder, what about what they said about the music she stole allegedly from I don't know. Wasn't all that shit settled?
We've all heard that one.
Yeah. And we've all heard the accusations of her stealing music. So it's just like, it's been 25 years. I don't understand how, because if you're a basketball player and you have like 1 or 2 great seasons, that doesn't make you a legend. It makes you Ben Gordon.
But the music she has, though, I will give her that. The music that she has,
it's great.
It is phenomenal.
But then you start talking about the music after the Miseducation, that live Unplugged album. That counts against her.
You didn't come back with a Fugees album.
Exactly.
You didn't capitalize.
You didn't capitalize. You didn't come off with a real second solo album. So. You just literally riding the wave of 25 years.
I never put Lauryn Hill top of anything. Other female artists who have really put in the work.
Exactly.
The top of their profession.
But yeah, it was just, you can tell Lauryn likes the smell of her own shit. She takes a shit in the morning and then just gets up and goes in the toilet bowl before she flushes it. Because that was just the ultimate smugness. You got a whole audience full of people who work.
And that's the thing is like, these people pay top dollar to see you. And you can see if it's like you're late once in a blue moon.
Yeah.
Because artists are late all the time.
Yeah.
Artists are late all the time.
But yeah, she was just disrespectful.
We've been to shows where the artist has been 2 hours.
Yeah.
But it's not their knock. It's like they're always late.
Late.
Especially when you're paying for her in the excess of $300 a seat and stuff like that.
Exactly.
And she has the nerve to be late. It is disrespectful.
Yeah, so it's
a smack in the face.
It is. Okay, well,
where we at?
We covered all the
we covered all the good topics tonight.
Are we talking sports?
Oh, we getting ready to talk sports tonight. Yes, we are. I've been waiting for this segment all night. First of all, we can talk a little basketball.
Okay, so the season's really starting to get off. Of course, right now The Rookie of the Year, MVP, Defensive Player of the Year so far, Victor Wembanyama.
All-Star.
Oh yeah, Rookie All-Star. I'll be expecting him at the All-Star game.
And I gotta say that I said Scoop was going to be killing it. He has not been killing it.
No, he's been killing it. He's been killing it, just not in the way you expect.
Not in the way I thought Scoop was going to kill it. And maybe Charlotte might have.
What is Brandon Miller doing? Because I have not been watching the Hornets.
I will not watch a Hornets game. Not even worth it.
God damn. Even with LaMelo? LaMelo, he made that defensive play. Who'd they play? Wasn't that? Oh, Halliburton. Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Okay, I only saw the end clip on Twitter where Melo D'd up Halliburton and then knocked the ball out of his hand in the last couple seconds. Charlotte was up by 2 and they won it.
The basketball games I've seen this year were the Suns and the Spurs.
Yeah.
I saw my Sixers play. The Sixers look good.
What-
Celtics look really
What is up with the Suns?
good. They're hurt, as usual.
But KD is there. Booker is there.
He's hurt.
Who, Booker?
Booker's only played a couple games, and
Oh.
Bill, I don't think, is played.
Bill ain't played yet.
They're hurt. They're still playing hurt, so you haven't seen what they got. But I do know this: the Nuggets are serious.
Yeah.
The Nuggets are real again.
The Celtics. They're the
Celtics
only
are
undefeated team. And your boy Tatum just got his 10th, what was he? The 10th youngest NBA player to get to 10,000 points and the youngest Celtic franchise.
Bucks are real again, and
Yeah.
on the lookout for the Magic.
Yeah. I was watching the Magic earlier today.
This Paulo
Banchero.
on the lookout for the Magic.
He was the Rookie of the
because
Year.
They are nice.
Yeah.
They've got some pieces. Definitely got some pieces.
Now, the most disappointing team to me is my Wizards. I really thought Jordan Poole was going to change.
Jordan Poole has come out. And
This
been
nigga
awful.
is Allen.
Fleeced. At least he playing though.
Yeah.
They put up a stat of John Wall in his past 4 years since he signed his deal.
0-0-0.
He's played 40 games in 4 years and got $171 million. Talking about finesse.
And he's
Finesse
coming back to
guy.
Raleigh with that money and building
and
youth.
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like he gets a lot of props. John Wall gets a lot of props because he does a lot for the city.
John Wall was here a couple months ago serving niggas cookout.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was at the window at cookout serving niggas food.
John Wall definitely does the city good. I
Yeah,
ain't
so
I ain't going front on my.
It'd be hard talking bad about John Wall.
He
Everybody's
he
here.
got some money, but he put money into the city.
Yeah.
So, that's a great thing.
That's a phenomenal
So,
thing. And the
football Sunday.
wait.
No,
We didn't
no.
talk about the in-game tournament.
Oh, that court.
Yeah, the in-game tournament, like the first couple games started Friday, and those courts are hurting my eyes.
That court.
Those courts are wild. They look like NBA jam courts.
That court.
I just wanted to let people know that you may have to watch those games with sunglasses on or tint your TV. So, okay, now we can get into the NFL.
So, I was up this morning. I caught a little bit of the Dolphins.
It was in Germany.
Chiefs game. Yeah. It was a pretty good game.
I mean,
Dolphins looked all right.
it was just too early.
But the Chiefs are just going to be the Chiefs.
What, they won? Who won?
The Chiefs won.
They did? They beat the Dolphins? I'm surprised. I thought the Chiefs were sorry this year.
A lot of the games today were great.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to lie.
Yeah.
I'm not even
Commanders
going to lie.
won. It's pretty good.
Commanders won today.
Beat the Patriots.
The Chiefs game was great, but the game that I live for, that was my game.
Y'all niggas sweated.
Bro, I was pacing. I paced around the house the last probably 30 seconds. I have never seen a team try to give a game away so bad. The dude fumbled it, ran into the own dude, fumbled it. It was just a comedy of errors going down the stretch. But like I tell people, football is a game of inches. Dallas had 2 touchdowns that they said they were called back. No, they weren't called back. They weren't touchdowns. Football is a game of inches. And you will see my face all over Beyonce's internet tomorrow because I made bets with people that they had to change their profile pic. And you know I put the effing podcast thing up there. Cool. So, make sure you subscribe when you see it up there. But I will say this about the Cowboys. They're a good team.
Yes, sir.
They're a good team.
They're just not good enough. Oh, hey, do you know when the Commanders play the Cowboys?
I don't know. And what's really surprising with the Commanders is they won and they traded away everybody. That was kind of wild.
Yeah, I know.
The Panthers are sucking.
Yeah,
as usual.
That's
Panthers
not
are
new.
trash. The Bears are trash. The Giants are trash. Like the trash teams. Now, the boy Dobbs, because Kirk Cousins tore his ACL out for the season. Yeah. Dobbs was playing with the Cardinals. Yeah. Got his dub against the Cowboys. With the Minnesota, they got another dub.
Phenomenal.
Definitely phenomenal. So you're going to see my face all over Beyonce's internet tomorrow. I appreciate everybody who made the bet with me. You know, good looking now. That's about it. I'm going to be humble in the win because it was.
Y'all might get your ass kicked next week.
Oh, the next game is in Dallas, and it's going to be hard. But they're like, they could keep our names out their mouth. Like, they don't need to mention the Eagles no more this season. Not until they play us again. Like, talk about, like, the teams you beat, like the Patriots, the Chargers, Rams, stuff like that. Don't talk about the Eagles. Hell, y'all talk about the 49ers if you want, even though they punked y'all. But don't talk about us. No, and I cannot wait for The thing with Cowboy fans is Skip Bayless, Michael Irvin, have these two dudes on TV every morning. And
I don't even watch Skip anymore.
Look, I just watch them so they can give these delusional.
I just wait till Michael Irvin sweats.
They give these delusional takes of the Cowboys are going to, and then they'll come in tomorrow because it's going to be hilarious and be mad that they were wrong.
Oh, yeah.
And y'all are the reason Dallas fans always get hyped up and then be deflated by. It's about the normal time of the year when they get deflated. And our next game against the Chiefs in Kansas City. We got a bye week this week, and then next week is the Chiefs. So, you know, shout out all Cowboys fans. Y'all played a great game today. It was definitely a good game. Dak looked good. CeeDee Lamb is a baller. I don't know if CeeDee Lamb was. I don't know why Dak didn't throw the ball to him the last play of the game. CeeDee Lamb had caught everything today. And the last play he threw to Tolbert, I think somebody like CeeDee Lamb was amazing today. So
phenomenal.
That's really all I got to say. But yeah, I'm gonna be unbearable this week on Facebook if you follow me on Facebook and you're a Cowboys fan. So just get ready for it.
Awesome. Okay. Well, out of topics. I think we've covered everything.
Shout out to everybody who tuned in tonight. Make sure you share our shit. A lot of people watch it in the morning when they get up.
Good. I don't care when you watch it, just watch it.
You know, live, they catch it and stuff like that.
Catch it whenever.
I tell them. It's like, it's going to be up. We ain't taking it down. Give feedback. You know, let us know what you think, things of that nature. Once again, shout out.
We actually listen to people's opinions. So when they tell us stuff, we consider it.
Shoot us topics that, you know, you might want to have discussed, things of that nature. Like I said, shout out my girl, Kelli Jo. Shout out Budha. Shout out Eighth and Fancy. Shout out the local plug. Shout out Alpha Dogs. It's Sunday night. Daylight savings. We didn't talk about that.
Nigga. It feel like it's like 2 a.m. right now. Like right before I was about to leave, I was like, man, I don't even know if I want to do the show, nigga.
It's
I'm
going
like
to be
sleepy.
Tomorrow is going to be hard. That's when it's really going to be messing with you. It's tomorrow. When that sun go down about 4:30, and you're thinking it's about 7, that's when it's really going to fuck with you tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, have a great start to your week. We appreciate you tuning in. We'll be back later on this week.
Yes.
Tell a friend that effing is coming. Have a great night. Have a great start to your week. We will see you all